All right. I promised you even more solutions to this hellacious housing crisis we're experiencing in Canada, where the rents are through the roof in most big cities, where everybody's complaining, where the house prices are batshit crazy, where other than in a minority of provinces with smaller populations, ordinary people can't buy a low-rise home. They just can't. So more solutions. I got some for you. The problems are in the parts of Canada where people want to live. It's not my fault that not as many people want to live in Brandon, Manitoba. Great town, Brandon. I've been there. It's a great place. That not as many people want to live in 100 Mile House. I've actually been to 100 Mile House in BC. Great town, fairly small, but it's a great place, but not that many people want to live there, okay? Like, there's people want to live in the major centers. The jobs are in the major centers. The educational opportunities are there. The families, people's families are there. If your parents live there now and you're a young couple who's having kids, you want to have a grandparent somewhere, right? And it's just logical, okay? So people are going to go where they want to go. We can't relentlessly force people to change. So let's address how we're going to get reasonably priced homes, even the chance of reasonably priced homes in those areas where people want to live. First of all, convince cities, all these cities, particularly in southwestern Ontario and in British Columbia, in the Okanagan, but particularly Fraser Valley, Vancouver Lower Mainland, we got to convince these cities that they don't want to build their whole infrastructure on the back of new construction, okay? I got bad news for some people. Property taxes have to go up because property taxes in most of the biggest cities in this country are too low. They're way too low in Vancouver, some of the lowest property taxes in all of North America, like maybe the lowest, okay? Toronto, super low compared with the rest of the province. Ottawa, sort of low, not as bad as Toronto. It's not crazy. Montreal, not bad, okay? Calgary, Edmonton, not too bad, okay? But major centers, property tax too low, got to go up because you've got to, the people who are using the infrastructure for 20, 30 years, they got to pay the freight, not the person who's just trying to buy. Like, here's what we've done. We've heaped massive costs, massive taxes, massive development fees, levies, all kinds of crazy costs onto the people who want to buy a brand new house. You know, we pretend we're charging the developer. We're not. We're charging the consumer. We're charging the people who are buying the house. That's got to end. We got to chop the cost of developing houses that the city, the government, the province, all the different parties grab onto, the 31% bite they take out of every new home. That's got to come way down, way down. And that may mean property taxes have to go up. But that's fair because the people who have been using the city services for 30 years should probably pay a little bit more. Finally, we've got to have real honesty about new development, new subdivisions, new towns, and real infrastructure. Folks, we can't fight every highway everybody wants to put in. We can't argue about taking land out of a, oh, it's the green belt. Oh, it's the this belt. It's the that belt. There's a snowy owl that we need to protect in this whole area. Therefore, we can't build a town there. We got to stop all that crap. Okay, we got to stop it. All right. Like I've traveled this country from coast to coast. I've lived in major cities in different provinces. I've been to every province in this whole country except Newfoundland. Okay, nothing against the Rocks, great place. People tell me it's fantastic, but listen, we got a lot of land here. It's a big country. We got a lot of farmland. Look at me. I'm not going to starve, clearly. Nobody's starving here, okay? Like, there's enough food. And if we take some little bit of farmland away in the GTA, southwestern Ontario, or we take a little bit of farmland away in BC We're not all going to starve. Saskatchewan can probably feed all of us forever. All right. Like, I love those guys. Keep growing the stuff. All right. But I'm saying we got to be serious and fast and effective. It can't take 20 years to get a final approval just to build a highway. We can't be doing every study under the sun. We can't be piecing off every group. We can't have court appeals. We can't have court cases about, I think the yellow-breasted songbird is going to be destroyed in that habitat, so we can't develop there. No, we got to stop all that shit. All right. This is important. This is about people's lives. This is about people's being able to afford to rent. This is about people being able to start to have children again, because reproduction in Canada has fallen off a cliff. It's fallen off a cliff. And why? Well, because nobody can afford to have a kid. That's why. So smarten up, provinces, federal government, city government. Just get rid of all your dumbass ideas about all these appeals and studies and it's taken 25 years to build something. It's an emergency. Streamline it, force it through, change laws, change acts, change the Constitution. I don't give a damn. We got to start building. We got to start putting in roads. We got to start putting in highways. We got to make this country work again. And to do that, we got to open up some farmland for houses. Simple as that. Got to be done. Farmers, you're going to get a good buck for your house, and we're all going to keep on eating. Believe me, I wouldn't change anything that stopped me from eating. Get that clear.